Huge thanks to Xfinity and Comcast for bringing us out to the Xfinity California Drone Speed Challenge Level 2, and we're actually going to see what it takes to become a professional drone pilot.
I'm Ryan Walker, and I'm flying for Team Canada.
Yeah, my name is Shawn Ames with Heart of America FPV.
Chris Fluxy Spangler, and I fly for Demon Power Systems.
Yeah, I was in RC before, and I always wanted RC to come back in my life. And drones hit the scene, and I was blown away. I was like, what is this? I have to try it. And of course, the first time you put your goggles on, you're hooked. It's just so much fun.
Bought a foam glider from Walmart, and I started like attaching my GoPro to it, just like in the backyard, like flying it around, and I'm like, I wonder what would happen if I stuck a motor on this, and that sent me down the rabbit hole. Got on YouTube, I ended up finding flight tests, started building some foam airplanes. You know, I had a transmitter, had some RXs, I'd got a FPV camera, a little FPV monitor. I was like, man, I could build a drone. So built a drone, and it's been a very deep rabbit hole, to say the least.
Played a lot of simulators, racing online with dudes, and I realized that racing was really fun. You get that nice adrenaline rush.
I've always watched Superman growing up, and like just being able to fly anywhere I want now. You know, just get out of body experience. You know, it's not limited.
I like the cross between like extreme sports and something that I can still get this adrenaline rush from, but not go hurt myself. And it's competitive. I love the competition.
Team racing is very intense. It's not for everyone, to be honest, but if you can try and do it, try it, because it is great.
In team racing, if you don't think about every little thing, you can fall flat on your face. You have to think about, how am I going to disable my VTX if my quad goes down on the track? You got to think about what's the most strategic way to put your pilots up. You got to think about communication. You really have to think about efficiency differently. We're really diving in and thinking about what we can do to grow this part of the sport, and we're really excited about the future.
We need to definitely get the spectators involved. The money's going to be flowing in, the sponsors are going to be flowing in, the drone sport will grow immensely. If more people are out there with the same sort of mindset as us, being sport promoters and trying to not take from the sport, but promote the sport and grow the sport to something that is just big, I think everyone's going to benefit from that.
I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I don't think it's slowing down. We're getting more publicity here with STEM programs, reaching out to high school and middle school students and that kind of stuff. You're getting the younger dudes into it, which is great. I mean, it sucks because the younger dudes are really fast and they pick it up so much better. And I mean, I hope that it keeps on going, and I hope that I can just make a career out of this because I love it. It's great.
This is such a young sport. We equate what we're doing now to what the guys in the NFL were like 60 years ago, running around in leather helmets. They had no idea what the NFL was going to be. It's hard for us to even imagine what the future of drone racing is going to be. In my opinion, to grow the sport, it's going to take heroes, it's going to take villains, it's going to take underdogs, it's going to take stories. You don't know anything about baseball and you just see guys running around on a field chasing a ball. It's obnoxiously boring, right? This is kind of cool because there's lights, but it's the stories. It's knowing that player, knowing that he just got called up from AAA, right? So I think the future, who knows what the sport's gonna look like, but I know for a fact it's gonna take stories to move it there.
First up, don't go get the cheapest quad, but go get a cheap one to start. Line of sight. Get the feeling, okay? Next off, go get Velocity Drone. I've tried all the simulators, and we're here because of Velocity Drone, and there's a reason. It flies exactly like a quad. Helps you so much to start on a simulator before. Crash as million times as you want. And still, us guys now are using the simulator nearly weekly or daily to get experience to go on the track. And now there's a lot of quads coming out which are, around the $300 mark, which are ready to go. And some of them are very capable racers. But if you wanted to go for something more towards the racer, you want to get involved in it, and you want to learn about it and learn all the technology, you do need to watch flight test and go on YouTube, and you got to learn all that's how I learned drones. That's how I learned how to build them. Those guys out there putting out videos that just are so amazingly helpful and knowledgeable. Yeah, go ahead and fly drones and crash.
Find a radio, do some research online, get you a radio and buy a sim. That is unbelievably useful. Learn there, crash there over and over and over again. Don't worry about getting the hype train motor or the hype train battery or the hype train camera. Get something, because you're gonna destroy it pretty fast. Get in the air and then move from there. Over time, you'll figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Get a radio first and start simulating right away. While you're on the simulator, you know, you can start building your first quad, watching YouTube videos, figuring out how beta flight works. Slowly build that up as you're building your muscle memory to fly the quad, and then once you have it, you should be good to go.
We are up in 60 seconds.
And the winner of $2,500 is Team Canada.
Well, we finished third, and we're happy with that.
Very.
We just wanted to come here and place on podium.
How close it was, ridiculous. Teamwork and communication is very, very important.
Yeah.
But good, we got a podium, we got some money, you know, that's it, that's good. Yes.
Second place team from America, Team Heart of America.
And that has to be like the tightest team race finish I've ever seen. It's a blast. Like, it's so freaking amazing. I tell you, any team race at this level, like, if we've got the invite, we'll be there.
One of the best team races I've ever
Yeah,
been
one of the
to.
best races we've ever been to. So good job to ASL, and thanks to Xfinity and everybody that was behind us. It's great to be a part of it.